Welcome back to the Popcorn Hour. I'm your actually today I'm just your host. If you're watching the video version, you can probably tell that Matt is not here. He is out of town, but he will be back for Tuesday's episode, which is our criterion of the month, and he should be back for the next movie news. But today we have news with David Fincher, Stranger Things, American Psycho, Roadhouse, Scream, uh, Avengers, Doomsday. What else we got? Terrifier, the Lanterns TV show. So there's a good bit of news for this week, but we're gonna start off same as usual with the box office numbers. And number one is Regretting You at 8.1 million, and in total 50. Number two is Black Phone 2 at 8 million, and in total 107. Number three is Chainsaw Man, the movie, at 6 million, 139 total. And then we have the Back to the Future re-release at 4.7, and in total 222. And then we have Tron Ares at 3.6, and in total 108. It's kind of slowing down pretty quickly. And then we have Springsteen, Deliver Me From Nowhere at 2.9, and in total 18.2 million. And then we have the Demon Slayer movie at 2.2, and in total 181. Then we have Conjuring Last Rites at 2 million, and in total 466. And then we have the last is Good Fortune at 1.8, and in total 16.8 million. I haven't watched anything since we last filmed. Actually, I can check. I think Matthew has watched some stuff. Let's see what he watched. He watched Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone, Chamber of Secrets, Prisoner of Azkaban, and Goblet of Fire. Guess he's on a Harry Potter kick. We'll probably talk about that on Tuesday's episode. But first, we have Lantern showrunner Chris Mundy says Jon Stewart's constructs powers are based on creativity, while Hal Jordan just wants to hit everything with a big green fist. That's kind of cool to hear, a little bit like insight on the characters and how they will differentiate. Don't know if that's a word. But then apparently as well, we have Lucasfilm reportedly bringing Star Wars Rogue Squadron series to Disney Plus, even though it originally announced that it was not. So I guess that's something. I don't really care about. I mean, we've talked about it. I don't really care for the new era of Star Wars, so. And I don't really watch TV shows that much anymore, so I don't know if I'll watch it. This one is interesting. Terrifier's iconic hacksaw scene actress, Catherine Corin, I'm not saying that right, is suing the franchise producers for breach of contract. She hung upside down for 10 hours, suffered cranial swelling and eardrum damage, and helped create a $100 million franchise on a $100 payday, or $100 a day. With a 1% back end. So her cut was about $8,000. And then when she asked about her profits, producers allegedly said they don't keep records. So hopefully that goes over well with her and that gets sorted. But it's unfortunate. Yellowstone creator Taylor Sheridan is in talks to write a script and Lone Survivor's Peter Berg for a live-action Call of Duty movie. I know we mentioned this before, but I guess we have an announcement on the writers. No idea. I don't really have much faith in the Call of Duty franchise, but I guess they've made some pretty good projects, so we'll see how that goes. American Horror Story Season 13 is happening, and the cast has been confirmed by Ryan Murphy, Ariana Grande, Sarah Paulson, Evan Peters, Angela Bassett, Kathy Bates, Emma Roberts, Julia Lord, Jessica Lange, Leslie Grossman, and it will premiere in 2026. Severance actor Tremel Tillman and Ian McKellen have joined Paramount's Ebenezer: A Christmas Carol, starring Johnny Depp as the title role, and Ty West will direct. We talked about this, I think, last week, but I guess we have 2 more actors that have been confirmed. And then speaking of Ian McKellen, Avengers Doomsday will reportedly be Patrick Stewart's final acting role. So that'll be, hopefully it's a good like send off for his acting career and the character of Professor X. V for Vendetta is heading back to theaters across the U.S. on November 1st and 5th. Today, as I'm filming this, is the 6th, so that would have been cool to have seen it in theaters. And then the first teaser trailer for Michael for the Michael Jackson movie, starring Michael Jackson's nephew, Jafar Jackson, comes to theaters April 24th, 2026. So that'll be an interesting biopic, I guess. Another, like, following the trend of doing a musical biopic every year. Surprised that we haven't really gotten one like this. Next, we have David Fincher's The Adventures of Cliff Booth will be released in summer of 2026. And Netflix is looking at a potential robust theatrical rollout. So that'll be pretty interesting. I have no idea where they're going to take this story. But David Fincher is going to be something, so it'll be interesting. The new trailer for the final season of Stranger Things has been released. Yeah. I'm not a big Stranger Things fan. I watched the first 4 episodes, and then I just really couldn't get into it. Luca Guadagnino's American Psycho will not be gender swapped, despite rumors. If you don't know who Luca Guadagnino is, he directed Challengers. He directed, let me see what else, because I'm not entirely sure, his entire catalog. But I don't want to say something. Yeah, okay, so Call Me By Your Name, Bones and All, Queer After the Hunt, which just came out. I've heard good things about that. Yeah, those are probably his most well-known. Yeah, I mean, they tried to do the gender swap thing for this, for American Psycho 2. I don't know if the concept really works the same way, because it's a satire of making fun of these financial Wall Street guys. So I feel like it's easier to make fun of them if it's the dude as a lead, but I don't know. I mean, it could make for an interesting story if it was swapped, I guess. We have Doug Liman, who is probably most well known for Edge of Tomorrow and Roadhouse, which came out 2 years ago. Let me pull up. He's also done the Bourne Identity and worked on all the Bourne movies. American Made. I really enjoyed that movie. I don't really think a lot of people watched it, but it was a good movie with Tom Cruise. And then Jumper, The Wall, which I think is a pretty underrated Doug Liman movie. Aaron Taylor Johnson, John Cena, and a pretty underrated One Location movie. I feel like it's enjoyable, but he wants to make a sequel to the original Roadhouse. Okay. I don't know why they don't want to. I don't know why he doesn't want to do a sequel of the Jake Gyllenhaal remake. I don't know. And the first trailer for Scream 7 has been released in theaters. So yeah, that'll be interesting to watch at probably the next movie that Matt and I will probably go see. But yeah, this was a pretty short movie news because there wasn't another person. But yeah, you can join us on Tuesday for our Criterion of the Month, which is Thief. It's a really good movie, and you can watch it now, in advance for preparation of the episode. And yeah, you can see all of our social media stuff at the top of the description. And we'll see you Tuesday.